Hey guys, Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to try out using the INT SSJ2 Gohan with his Super EZA again, but as I talked about in the showcase for him yesterday, I think he'll be quite good on a team like this. Obviously this is, you know, arguably one of the best teams in the game, stacked with very strong super class units, but we're going to use Gohan as a floating support, because of course he gives 40% attack and defense to all superclass allies. So the only thing we have to really sort of worry about is that he is a nuking style unit. So the thing is, we don't want to like deliberately nerf everybody else on the rotation in order for him to be able to get orbs, because like ideally we would want like this, like UI Goku to get 24 key, right? So he gets guaranteed crits. And like we want Goku to get his 18 key. So it's like support units who are nukers is kind of counterproductive sometimes, but we can still get 9 orbs here. So he's at like 342 start of turn. Bear in mind, obviously he doesn't get defense for picking up orbs, but when we attack he gets 158%. And then obviously we are having 40% chance to dodge because we've got an extreme class enemy, and 50% damage reduction. So getting 158% on super, he's getting what, around 450, close to 500 ish. So it should be okay for like the most part, but getting hit by like big supers is obviously going to be bad for him. But then if we're using him as a floating support unit, that's kind of the deal with floating support units, right? They're the ones that you really don't want to be getting caught out with a super attack. But yeah, I mean, UI Goku being able to hit 20 million on turn 1. Obviously he's on the full 220 lead for the Tech Vegeo. Yep, super UI Goku. Yeah, and then 27 million for the friend Goku. Because, yeah, 40% attack and defense is a pretty significant amount. Additional at 19.9. Yeah, like, support units can make a huge difference. It's like one of the reasons why the physical trio was so impactful when they came out during the worldwide. Especially, obviously, they have like multi-turn support. There you go. See, like Gohan didn't even get to attack, but this is one of the things about running him on the team as a support, is the support. He's just there to provide support to the team. So even if he doesn't get to attack, the fact that he's provided that extra boost to everybody else and they killed the boss before he even got the chance to do anything is kind of the reason why he's there if we're running him as a support unit. So, and then obviously we've got Beast on the opposite rotation. Beast still a capable slot 1 unit. Of course, getting hit first means he gets the extra boost, but it also means we get the active skill condition unlocked. Something that's worth saving, I think, until a little bit later, where like it gets to the point where he might be a little bit weaker defensively, like when he starts to lose some of the damage reduction, and then having the active skill ready to go. But yeah, exactly. We're using him as a support unit, so he is supporting the team. He's not necessarily doing a huge amount by himself, but obviously it depends on the phases as well, because we will get, I'm sure, a point where he does actually get to do something. And then the worst case scenario is the turn where, you know, he actually does get to attack. We don't finish the boss off on that phase, and then he gets super attacked and we die. Which is the thing that could happen, but he's got a 40% chance to dodge. Mine's got a decent bit of dodge in the hidden potential. I think my hidden potential for Gohan is literally all additional and dodge, because he doesn't need any crit. As soon as you get 7 orbs of him, Is it 7? He has guaranteed crit. Or is it 15 is guaranteed crit? I can't remember. It might be 15. Which isn't super easy to get, but... Vegeta taking double digit damage. Gogeta also provides a bit of support. This is where it becomes a little bit dicey, because obviously UI Goku can be a really, really good slot 1 unit, or he can not dodge. Like that. Damn, bro's aged so well for like short events because of that guaranteed turn 1 dodge. But doesn't he have like the start of his start of turn dodge isn't even 70% anymore, is it? The AGLU is 77%. And he still didn't dodge that. Alright, well. Beast doesn't need a huge amount of orbs. I want to try and continue stacking attacks, so we'll do that. And there you go, you can get 10 orbs for Gohan. So we'll see how this turn plays out now with the support and everything. I got a dupe for my beast with the red coins, so unfortunately that additional from the hidden potential not coming in clutch. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Like, it's good to see a support unit that can actually hit like hard as well. Because that's the thing, a lot of the time we're used to running supports in the meta that, like, you take someone like Hercule, for example, right? Where he's going to die to a big super as well if he doesn't dodge. He's providing that support, but then he's not really doing anything else, right? It doesn't do a lot of damage. Gohan dropping a 33 mil here. See, if only Gohan had some, like, built-in additionals. And there you go. Oh, damn. The 4 for 4 with the dodge. See, that's the worst case scenario for him as the floating support unit is getting supered. But he came in clutch with the dodges. I guess we don't necessarily want to fuse this early, but we're not going to get any other stacks or anything here, are we? So I'm going to be floating off this Gogeta. Yeah, I guess we'll just leave UI Goku in slot 1. Seems crazy to have like both of their active skills available and then not use them. But if we can get the turn where we get both the Gogeta and Vegito and then have like Gohan in slot 3, which I guess we can't do because we're floating Gohan here. UI KO screen, love to see that. But yeah, Gogeta's sprite is so good. I hope they do, because they're doing the, well, we hope they are because we still don't know 100%, right? If they do the EZAs for the 7th anniversary LRs. Okay, so Gogeta's locked in slot 1, that's great. Fortunately, we have 2 different Team Protector units on this rotation, so it depends which way we want to do it. Because we've still got another Frieza phase after this, so I think we probably... We want to save Vegito, I feel like. Yeah, locking is the absolute worst. I'm not a huge fan of this Beerus OST. But yeah, if they EZA the 7 years, update their sprites as well. Like, imagine how cool the Gods ones will look. I mean, we've got 2 Vegetos and a Gogeta. Maybe we do just use Vegetos here. Because then we keep Beasts ready for him to still be a slot 1 on, like, the other turn. Because, yeah, the Super's in the last slot. So, if we just go ahead and do this... Just grab all of these. I mean, Vegito's still going to do a ridiculous amount of damage on this turn, so we probably still just one turn this part anyway. Yo, Sour D, how's it going? Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the new one, I think is really, really good. I had to use my PE coins to get Vegito, but I would definitely have got Goku if I was able to. He's going to be a unit that's going to be super good on a bunch of teams because of the support that he gives with his super attack effect. But yeah, Frieza's just going to get absolutely destroyed. Vegito doesn't even need to attack. Yeah, GG. But yeah, the Gods and then like the Blues and then obviously the Super Saiyan 4s and then Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, like their active skills have the potential to look so crazy. Alright, well, about to see another crazy... This is a kind of like the rotation. We didn't get Gogeta here as well, but... So we're getting 40% support. I mean, we can go ahead and use UI's active skill, although should we just have Vegito absolutely destroy him all by himself? I guess we could do that. Because that's the thing, if we do the active skill for you, and then we put him in slot 1, all the counters are going to do so much more damage after he supers as well. Yeah, the only bad thing about Super Saiyan 3 Goku is his leader skill. That's why he's a good unit to actually have, rather than like for example, from part 1, right, I didn't pull Vegito from the original part 1 summons, but I could run him as a friend with a bunch of different leaders because of the categories that he has. Whereas for Goku, because his leader skill is so bad, shall I do... I mean, if I kept you here, if I'd done that earlier on, we would have been able to get some of the, we'd have been able to get, like, the Gogeta and that together, but... We'll keep him like this because this is how we would run the rotation. That's the point of him being here for the support. But yeah, so him having the 40% support to Vegito, like Vegito already with the 4 million counters pre-super. That would actually be, if Gohan had like a buff to allies on super, then obviously putting him in slot 1 would have been really good as well. But I suppose that's the beauty of like having this team with the Vegetos, with the target ability, and Beast with the target ability, is on this turn we could have used the target ability and then just put Gohan in slot 1 to get all the orbs. That is true. But I kind of wanted to see, because he's here to be the support, just to show like him giving Vegito all of this support. Vegito just absolutely destroying Frieza. And then obviously UI Goku still hitting decently hard as well, considering he doesn't have like his best link set active or anything. Still obviously doing very, very well. Doing some big damage. And then we take him out. And bear in mind there were still multiple other counters to like go throughout the turn as well. So yeah, it's one of those things that I feel like people will be disappointed with Gohan's Super EZA because they wanted him to be like one of those big units that you think of as like, you know, you've got to run him on the team, you've got to run him on rotation, he's doing insane damage, tanking everything, just looking like an absolute beast. Because he's a hype and like well-liked character, well-liked unit. So I think it's why people didn't like INT Ultimate Gohan's Super EZA as well, right? Is because people want all these units to be on rotation beasts, whereas like I feel like this is probably the best way to use this Gohan, is just have him as a floating support, because 40% to stats and then being able to drop a decent, like a pretty big attack stat, even if it's just a one attack for the turn, drops a pretty big attack stat. And then he, you know, that one turn against Ginyu where Ginyu supered but he dodged every single attack on the turn, like that's the kind of thing you want. Is a support unit that's never going to take damage, is buffing everybody else on the rotation, but is also dropping like a 30 million attack stat, is not something that we usually see. I say never take any damage, but I mean like he can have those turns like we saw where he just dodges everything. So I don't know, I think like overall his EZA, people got really mad yesterday because I said in the title of the video that his Super EZA was a fumble. But I think it's just because, as a lot of people did say in the comments as well, in like the defense of the title, I guess, like he was the very first summonable LR and his EZA was kind of disappointing. So people really wanted his Super EZA to be good because he is the first summonable LR Super EZA, right? I'm not missing out on anyone. It's just him. In terms of LRs, it's just him and Prime Battle Goku. So as the first summonable LR that released like during for JP, it's like the 2nd anniversary, like people wanted his Super EZA obviously to be game-breakingly good, whereas, you know, he'll work well on these good teams as a support. I think he's just not what a lot of people wanted him to be necessarily. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. I still think he's a solid unit. I think it'd be fun to run on these superclass teams as a support, but let me know your thoughts down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.